Just wants to do what's best for his kids, get them back, get them under his tutelage and his fathership, and protect.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today is the day that Ruby Franke finally goes to trial, her pre-trial at least, and or initial trial. Sorry, I don't know the exact terms, but it's the initial trial, right? So she's gonna plead guilty, not guilty. What do we think? Any guesses? But aside from that, she has got her husband batting for her in her corner, it seems. He is refusing to be drawn on the hate train that is heading directly towards his wife. And he is trying to protect his own image. And yeah, he says that he's not guilty.
Hey, Michael, good morning again to you. Now, Kevin Franke's lawyer says that Kevin and Ruby had been living separately for the last 13 months, and that Kevin's main objective right now is to follow the court's lead and do what's best for his children.
I've got to say, though, it's a bit on the late side to be doing what's best for his children, given that he has spent the past, 10 years pimping them out on YouTube and making as much money out of them as possible, but not just in that way, but actually emotionally abusing them, if nothing else. And that he has been part of. He's not innocent in all of this. So to come out and say, oh, I want to do what's best for my kids, where were you? Where were you when your wife and you, in fact, were on your videos, you know, just being quite abusive towards your kids? You didn't really care about them at that point.
Good person, he's very gentle. He's a very gentle guy, and no one's ever made any allegations that he's ever physically abused those kids or anyone else.
Well, is that any better than emotionally abusing them, mentally abusing them? Because let's be fair, he is not innocent in anything. I'm not saying that he was guilty of what Ruby is guilty of now, because I think that's a completely different thing, obviously. But he's not innocent of everything. And for his lawyer to come out and say, oh well, Kevin was you know, he's a very nice guy, he's a very gentle guy, he wouldn't say boo to a goose, but you know, he didn't physically abuse them, so that's okay, isn't it? It's okay. Kev, can I say this, shall I say this, shall I tell them that you weren't physically abusive, because that'll keep them off your back a little bit. Yeah, we can make this die down a smidge, but
His lawyer telling ABC News that Kevin's main objective is the safety of his kids.
He just wants to do what's best for his kids, get them back, get them under his tutelage and his fathership, and protect.
See, I'm not sure that he should. I mean, you know, I think it's a grey area. There will be detractors and people who are like in between. I don't know. Maybe you have different opinions. A lot of people think, where was he when all this abuse was going on? But also people remember what he was like when he had the kids in the first place. I mean, do I need to show this clip again?
A space around them that is their boundary, and you can't go past it because you can hurt them.
What if I took my hand and I hit you like that? Would that be crossing the boundary? Yeah.
Is that okay to do?
Is that okay? But what if I really am in a hurry and I just don't like you being there? I have a really, really good reason for just getting in your boundary.
You can't do that. Well, if you do that, that's mean.
But why do you do that to other people?
See, now I see that Ruby was the perpetrator in pushing and shoving her 6-year-old daughter at the time, and but Kevin was sat right there. He was stood right there, and he was a part of this. He was part and parcel of what Ruby was doing, and this is actually abusive. I don't care what you say, it's not right. You don't lay a finger on your kids, even if it is to show them good values or whatever, right? But what Kevin did next was also just as bad.
I'm glad to hear you're sorry. You have a lot of people to tell you're sorry to.
I heard that you were pushing people in the hallway at school too, because they were in your way. I don't ever want to hear you doing that again. I want you to respect everybody's boundaries, and people shouldn't be pushing or touching you either.
If someone gets in your boundary, you need to speak up and say, hey, you're in my boundary. You need to back off.
But what if someone welcomes you into their boundary like this?
Can you go get in the boundary with him if he asks you to? Okay, go get in the boundary.
Yeah.
He basically taught his daughter there to, if anybody welcomes her in her boundary with open arms, then that's a good guy, and she can go and hug him. Words fail me with that level of parenting. Anyway, there are so many clips online and even on this channel, if you care to go and have a look at them, of Kevin being involved in this abuse. He was the one that was involved. He sat down with Ruby, in fact, to tell the viewers about how they sent their child away on that trip, which was to sort him out and get him, the boot camp trip. Everyone knows what I'm talking about, right? So yeah, he was heavily involved in that. He took the kids' Christmas away from them. He's not innocent in any of this. He may be innocent of physically assaulting his kids, but he's complicit in any way that
The pair had been separated and living in different homes for the last 13 months. Kevin's lawyer says he's distraught at how the allegations have impacted his family.
I also find it quite a strange thing to home in on that, actually. Kevin is distraught at how the allegations have impacted his family. Not the what happened to his kids, not what Ruby did and how that has impacted on his family, but how the allegations are impacting his family. Kind of suggesting there that this didn't happen, or it's not true, or it's only allegations. Blows my mind, right? So he's basically distancing himself from hating on Ruby. He's kind of sticking with Ruby in order to help the kids for some reason. I don't really get that train of thought, but surely if the kids have been abused by the mother and you are seen to be backing the mother, that's going to be doubly abusing to the children. You want to be protecting the kids. That's what he said, isn't it? He wants to protect the children, and yet he's backing the mother who abused them. Again, words fail me. I don't get it, okay? If you want to protect the kids, actually protect your children. Actually step up and be on their side. Be in their corner. Don't just fight for them to come to you, because they're not going to want to come to you if you were part of the abuse, right? They're not going to want to. Most people would probably agree that it would be better for all concerned if Kevin just didn't have contact with at least didn't have custody of his kids. Give those kids a chance. That's what I think.
Are hard to hear. We reached out to the Department of Children and Family Services, which says it can't comment on any case specifically. Ruby, of course, will be in court this Friday, and you guys, she hasn't entered a plea yet.
So that'll be interesting to see what exactly happens. We'll keep tabs on this. If you want to follow this channel, please give it a subscribe and hit the notification bell for anything and any news that comes your way. I'll be first on it, and until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up and comment all your thoughts down below. Thank you all so much. You're amazing. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye.